and agreed to give a share of it, not all of it, a share of it to their residents in that block. Which is you know, to me, well, actually, you know, does the energy come off their electricity bills? Well, actually, that's a bit complex to organise. Whereas if you actually
the idea of a community-based power generating company using solar is absolutely fabulous. In this day and age, we do not need to drill this planet. We don't need to dig any more up of it of finite resources, and we don't need to use resources that are meant for our children. Solar's free, wind's free, tide's free.
Sure, everybody in this day and age has the right to a warm, comfortable home.
There needs to be some representation, some coordination of what's happening in Bristol without losing that individuality of the different areas and stopping self-expression from happening in certain ways.
As a community energy movement, what we want to do is we want to allow the chaos and the organic nature and the creativity of the community to exist in an empowered way, because that's how we deal with adapting to change and adapting to the environment. However, that chaos doesn't translate well into the traditional hierarchies and autocratic systems that are funders and investors. So what we need to do is create a little bit of a platform that system can relate to, that we can inform. And the afternoon sessions was about beginning to capture all of the data that we've got to hand that they need in a way that means that they don't have to get involved in our chaos and we don't have to understand their structures.
There's a fairly big challenge for us as a community, and that's defining quite clearly and concisely exactly where we want to go, so we can tell the person in the street this is what we do and this is how it's going to work for them. And hopefully we'll reach that over the next few months.
I was engaged in knowing a bit about solar maybe 15 years ago, and at that time it was sort of, the story was very different than the story is now. So even if people have been engaged in the past, the story is so different that they may need to be re-engaged, and perhaps they need to be sort of, their enthusiasm needs to be reignited and the story needs to be retold to give the up-to-date position perhaps.
I think the big shift today is that we're starting to look at a model where delivery isn't the problem. Just because somebody's an old age pensioner and hasn't got a lot of income doesn't mean you don't insulate their house. No, you know, the projects that we create should create a surplus, and that surplus should be there for the community to decide to use how they want.
Today's all about partnerships and engendering change and building on existing partnerships, and I think that's where we really transform people's visions into delivering sustainable energy.
I've never yet met anyone who's done it for that's complained and said it's cost them money. They're all delighted in how much they're saving.